Hello, Al pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends. The film is the huge box office hit of 1974 into 1975, The Towering Inferno. A huge film at the time with an ensemble cast that just really don't see the likes of anymore. A lot of great names in it. But that is the film and the friends. We have got a full house tonight, folks. Of course, we have the Pacellis first off. Of course, ladies first. The lovely Nanette of Netters Network. How are you doing, my lady?
I'm doing wonderfully. How about yourself, Al?
I'm doing very good. Looks like you're on fire tonight, baby.
She's on fire. That's for sure.
This girl is on fire.
And of
right.
course, her not so beautiful half.
Yeah.
But still a handsome man in his own right. Mr. Troy Pacelli, Cartan, the Klingon cleric. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me. And yeah, I decided that I wanted to have a hot time in the old town tonight myself.
That is right. And joining us, as he does some of the time, we have Aged Boomer, who's decided to go the evil dark side, Richard Chamberlain, tonight. How are you doing, sir? And thank you for joining us at the last minute. Glad
I'm
you could
doing
make it.
good. Thank you for having me. Appreciate being here.
Very happy to have you. And special appearance, soundtracks with Birdman, the Birdman himself, the man you go to when you have a question about soundtracks. It is the Birdman, Daniel Heron. How are you doing, sir?
Good. How's everyone?
Good.
Doing good. So I'm so glad you could join us. I know you just said you weren't going to be able to stay the entire film. I don't blame you. It's a long film. It's like 2 hours and 45 minutes, which I did not realize. But until
I
later.
I hear that
I've
Birdman
known
is
for
a bit of a
while.
John Williams fan.
Is
that true?
He is.
I don't know. Is that true?
Yeah. Well, then again, who isn't a John Williams fan? Really? I mean, when you think about it, he just happens to be really into John Williams and seen him live in concert. Have you actually like met him, like shook his
I have.
hand and stuff?
I have.
Dude, that is so cool.
It was so hard not to hug him.
Oh, I know. And of course, restraining order proves that it was,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
a wise thing. Just kidding. Let me welcome the chat here. We've got Go Team Ghost Planet Go times 2. Thank you for joining us. Of course, I will just probably say Melissa from here on out. Of course, like let's see, Netter said something. Evelyn Hampton, how are you doing, my dear lady?
Yeah,
Welcome.
Good to see you.
Sir Torrin Clegane, welcome, sir. Glad you are with us tonight. That's everybody who is posted. That is great. Like I said, I know we talked a little bit before we went live about who'd seen it. At least a couple of us did. Who has seen this in the last 10 years?
Oh, yeah, no, I can't
Nobody.
say.
I watched it like about a year ago.
About a year ago.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I got
okay.
the Blu-ray, so I rewatched it about a year ago.
Yeah, I saw this film in theaters when it came out. I was a little tiny wee lad of about 9 or 10, but I loved disaster films. I loved The Poseidon Adventure. I loved Towering Inferno. I have not seen the one we're watching in 2 weeks, though. I might try to watch it, but there's a part of me that doesn't want to, just want to have that experience as it happens.
That's fair.
But yeah, I remember seeing this in theaters and having a great time, a great thriller, and entranced by the fire, tragic moments. Yeah, it came out before Jaws, but it like made you not want to stay in a high-rise tower. It was inspired by 2 novels. I kind of talked to this before we were on the air. It was inspired by 2 novels, one called The Glass Inferno and the other called The Tower. And both Warner Brothers and Fox had optioned, each had kind of the desire to do a giant tower on fire film. And instead of having two competing films, they teamed up, which is why this is a film from 20th Century Fox and Warner Brothers. So they combined their efforts, made a big star-studded film, and Fox got the domestic profits, and Warner Brothers got the international profits. So that's kind of how they did it. Okay, we know Troy. I know Troy's seen it. Hadn't seen it in a while. Netter's never seen it.
No.
Nope.
Am I right?
Boomer
saw it a year
I know
ago.
about it.
Yeah, you
I've
know
seen
about it.
commercials when it came out. I saw commercials for it, but I never saw it.
Just never saw it. How about you, Birdman? Have you seen it?
I have not. No.
Oh wow!
Are you familiar with the soundtrack?
Oh yeah, I've got it. I've got.
See, I love that about you. It's
Yeah.
like I've never seen the movie, but I love the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, to be fair, on my Omen Blu-ray, there was one gentleman says, "I don't want to hear this. That you can't enjoy the soundtrack without the movie." Yes, you can. And he was going on. So plenty of people.
Sure,
out there.
sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I meant that genuinely.
Yes,
there's
yes.
a lot of soundtracks that I've listened to and love, and either didn't see the movie or kind of didn't care for the movie, but really love the soundtrack. You know what I mean?
I know exactly
love
what you
the
mean.
soundtrack to Les Miserables.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I've seen the movie, but it's not like I had to see
Well,
the
that
movie
movie
for
was
it.
just
I just
terrible.
like the music.
I've not seen that film.
Skip the well, no, I don't want to tell you to do that, but
Well, yeah, I never tell anybody not to see something. I always tell people that I didn't enjoy something because-
wish
because that could be
Baby
somebody.
Shark.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. You could say, "Oh, but it was terrible." I watch it and I love it. And that's one of the reasons I don't go around really bad mouthing a lot of films. I mean, I have like Paranormal Activity, Next of Kin. Blech.
I feel like it would be awesome if someone, and maybe someone has and I've never looked, if someone did like a fan edit and took the movie and spliced it with the soundtrack from the original Broadway score. If they did that, maybe it would be a whole lot better, but I don't know.
Yeah.
The non-singing Les Mis film they did with Liam Neeson and Claire Danes and
Oh, that was great.
Jeffrey
That
Rush.
was very good.
That was
Yeah.
an awesome film. I love that film.
Yeah, it's always kind of a question between like the musical version, like a Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
When you take the original Chaney or even Claude Rains,
Mhm.
and of course several of the others, or you go Gerard Butler or of course the Broadway productions. There's a big difference, and you can. Oh, I'm not going to say I didn't like the Phantom of the Opera musical movie with Gerard Butler. I kind of did because I saw that I was in a bad place and I saw it. It made me very emotional, but in a kind of a good way. It was very cathartic for some reason, and so I appreciate it for that. But yeah, it was a film I remember seeing when I was going through some bad stuff physically. So, but anyway, yeah. Like I said, I'm not going to wait too long to start the film. We're at 8 now, maybe in a couple minutes, because like I said, it is a little on the longer side. But it has been a long time since I watched it. Looking forward, of course, it has OJ. I almost did OJ for an Avatar, but I was like, nah.
Yeah.
Because that would have been. Because we got another film with OJ coming on with him in it. In February. I'm going comedies in February, folks, just to kind of
Lighten it up a bit.
Lighten it up a little bit. I almost went dark again, but I said, nah, I gotta get a little fun in February. So, but I'll announce those later. But I'll just say OJ is in one of the films. So that's a hint.
There you go.
So
hey, I want to ask especially the two guys on the bottom here that are, big streamer type knowledgeable. I looked for this online, to see, where it was like streaming or whatever. And it's rentable on just about every platform for like $15.
What?
I have
Yeah.
never seen anything renting for. I mean, I see $2-3, but 15.
I bought it for 15.
I mean,
I mean, you can buy it for that much.
I found it easy as 1, 2, 3.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know.
And I was able to put it in my collection, and I'm not sure exactly when. I think I put it in my collections where I actually found it initially. But
Sure.
there are places you can, they are an option out there. And yeah, there are some films that are a little harder to find, and there's because of rights issues and all this other stuff.
It's
coming down the
crazy.
pike. It is nuts. I mean, it's out there. Let people enjoy it. You're going to make money. You don't need to make 1% more. And of course, that gets me to the two guys in this film. They had to earn exactly the same amount of money. They earned $1 million and 10% of the gross, both of them.
Wow.
Paul Newman and Steve McQueen. They had to negotiate where their names were. So Steve McQueen's name is first, but Paul Newman's is higher, or it's the other way around. And William Holden wanted in on it, but he hadn't really had a hit. He was kind of in the later stages of his career, so he didn't have the sway that he did. But there was a lot of that stuff going on. I mean, Steve McQueen was very competitive, and they even counted lines. He got upset because Paul Newman had like 12 more lines than he did. It was really weird. I mean, but gotta love a diva.
Steve McQueen, he doesn't come in until like an hour into it or later, right?
45 minutes, which is why Paul Newman doesn't have as many lines afterward. They had to have about the same amount of lines.
Wow.
It's bizarre, but that's just how these divas were. And it was Steve McQueen. It really wasn't Paul Newman. But Steve McQueen made it an issue. So Newman kind of, did his little swagger a little bit to kind of keep McQueen a little more down. But they actually got along. There wasn't a personal conflict with the two. It was more professional stuff, which is really bizarre because they actually got along quite well. But that being said, let's go ahead and start the film. The film literally just starts right out with a helicopter.
Yep.
So I'm literally at 1 second. I'm into black before anything happens. So we'll be pretty much in the same place. But if everybody's ready, of course, when I say go, we all press the button. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Yep.
It's interesting. I don't think I don't know why this is a stream anywhere. I got the Blu-ray about a year ago because I was worried with Disney acquiring 20th Century Fox that these things would start disappearing. So I figured I better get myself a copy of this while I can.
You see the names here. Steve McQueen. Paul Newman's a little higher, but Steve is first. William Holden, a little bit bigger than Faye Dunaway. This is all done on purpose. It just amazes me.
Is this the same beach?
Listen. Hold on. You hear that cymbal crash?
Yeah.
That was something that someone told Waves to add in because Irwin Allen did not like the score. But when he heard it with that single clash, he was like, "This is great." And it only appears in film. It's not on the official score.
Oh, I forgot Fred Astaire's in this, isn't he?
Yeah. He was nominated for an Oscar for this film.
Yeah. He's good in it. Everybody's good, but yeah.
Yeah, Jennifer Jones. OJ.
This might be maybe arguably the best of the disaster movies, or at least up there. With,
it's one of the crown jewels in that genre, especially the 70s. Yep, Robert Wagner's in it.
Yep, all-star cast.
Yeah,
Okay,
Susan
do we know
Flannery.
what OJ stands for?
Orenthal James.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And he was still playing at this time. Dabney Coleman.
Wow.
Yep.
All-star cast.
Oh no, Fred Cunningham! Oh my God, I could not believe he's the director of photography. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm a big fan of his work.
I still love in college watching Crawl and everybody cheering at all the credits, and everybody at the same time for some reason were in sync and booed one of them, and it was just real funny. But
That's
it's
weird.
Like it's just this long, opening where it's over the credits, and it's the music and everything. What do you think of the score, Birdman?
Out of Earthquake and this and the Poseidon Adventure, this one's my favorite.
Yeah,
It's a good one. Yeah.
See, here are the two books that it's based on.
San Francisco?
Yep.
Yep.
Like the Golden Gate Bridge. So.
Yep.
Although I don't know what's called the Golden Gate Bridge when it's red.
Well,
It's the paint they use to protect it.
That's the primer?
right.
We
Like
kind
in
of
Operation Petticoat where the submarine was pink?
paint.
I
I
remember hearing somewhere that people used to they'd paint it, and by the time they got to the other end, they had to start all over again.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. That's literally like full-time job, painting the bridge.
It's interesting. The title of the book was The Glass Inferno?
Yeah, Glass Inferno, and then the other one was The Tower, so they kind of just mushed them.
The Towering Inferno. I think that's a better title.
Kind of like, cause they had a lot of real firefighters in this film.
Mm-hmm.
Like 100. And it was filmed in San Francisco, if I remember correctly.
It's a nice little preamble at the beginning. It reminds me at the beginning of the Poseidon House. Says, "Oh, on this night, the SS Poseidon," and it kind of lends that. Oh, could this have really happened, or maybe this could really happen, sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
Like these are.
And it was the books and the film were inspired by the building of the World Trade Center. In fact, I think it's the Tower. The Book of the Tower is actually based on the North Tower, or something like that. Never read the book. And the Glass Tower, the building of this film, would have been taller than the World Trade Center building,
Okay.
if I remember correctly.
Here comes the plane. Actually, the copter.
The copter! The copter!
This is how you know you're a big deal when you get you flying a helicopter to the building.
I've never flown in a helicopter. I don't
None
know.
of this taking a cab nonsense. I'm going in style.
I don't know if my fear of heights would do well with that.
I've never been in a helicopter. Been in an airplane, but not a helicopter.
I don't think I've ever been in a copter. No,
Troy,
I
you've
think
been
I've
in a helicopter, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's kind of thrilling.
Those blue eyes of Paul Newman, can't beat them.
You know, Paul Newman made a brand of salsa that you can find on the shelf that's actually really good.
Mm-hmm. And salad dressings.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff out there. Newman's Own. I like Chi-Chi's personally myself.
Gotcha.
Medium, not mild. I like a little bit of bite.
A little bit of
Not
heat.
much,
Yeah, I got
yeah.
you, but not a ton. Yeah.
Satorn said he's afraid of helicopters because he didn't want to get the Boris Segal treatment. I don't get that. See, when I think of films of helicopter, I think of The Twilight Zone and Victor Morrow.
Now, I look at this. I think this is what they're showing off a fancy modern building, right? That's what this whole movie's about. This is modern technology, but what could go wrong, right? You know, we're in the future now. Time to get excited, but yeah.
The hubris of man.
I'm almost thinking Tower of Babel now. I'm thinking of that. You know,
a little bit. Yeah, I mean, you could pull in a lot of metaphors and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Norman Burton, really good character actor.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see the Gumball Rally?
No.
I don't think so.
Anybody? It's kind of like it was Cannonball Run before there was Cannonball Run. Michael Sarrazin and a bunch of guys drive cross country race kind of thing. But Norman Burton played the cop that was trying to foil them. You know, it's a good film. Gumball
The
Rally.
guy
If you ever
on
get a chance to
the
see
well,
it.
now he's kind of in the middle of the screen. Looks like George Lucas.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Yeah. Although I think at this time he was still kind of a student, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't believe he's wearing a leisure suit.
Well,
It's
Well, it's the late
it's
70s.
74, you know.
Those things were highly flammable.
Well, you know,
appropriate.
very, yeah, I gotta say, very, very appropriate. Oh, he was okay. Boris Segal was a director who ended up getting half his face sliced off by a helicopter. Interesting, he directed the pilot for Combat, which starred Vic Morrow.
So when I see those diagonal braces like that, I'm wondering if that was inspired by the World Trade Center or the John Hancock Building in Chicago.
Faye Dunaway.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
She was in 3 Days of the Condor, right, with Robert Redford.
I was thinking Chinatown, but yeah.
Yeah, great. There's a great Faye Dunaway story involving William Holden. Any of you read about that?
No.
She was continually late and making it hard for the film crew and stuff like that because she was late or wouldn't show up. So William Holden literally grabbed her one day, pushed her against the wall, and was just like chewed her ass out about it. She
Good.
was on time for the rest of the film.
Oh my goodness.
The great Fred Astaire.
Fred Astaire, what's he got in his hands? You gonna tip him? You gonna tip the cabbie? Catch your tip next time.
Well, if he can't break what he had, then, sorry, no tip for you.
I heard that Fred Astaire wrote a song for this movie, but nobody liked it, so they never recorded it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, they thought it was a little old fashioned. But the film that they did, the song they did use, won the Academy Award, and just like Poseidon Adventure, was
Same
sung by
people from
Maria
Poseidon
Montgomery.
Adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, now they need that ominous music because he's looking up at the building like something's going to happen.
Right.
Just like in Poltergeist 3 when she looked up at the building.
That was kind of meant to be awe-inspiring. It's like, whoa, whoa.
That great glass elevator, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they got ones like that in Water Tower Place here in Chicago.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I think one plot point that gets dropped about this because a scene got cut is that only one of the elevators works, which kind of comes into play later, but they kind of cut the discussion about it.
So here we have kids again.
Yeah.
What is that kid wearing? Is that a radio headset? What is that? Or is it that,
No, it's a ribbon.
She's got a ribbon in her hair.
Wait,
no,
wait.
the kid, the other
Yeah.
son, the boy.
Yeah.
The little girl has
Wait,
a
is there
green
is there a
ribbon in her
deaf person
hair.
in this
Oh,
film?
yeah, he is.
Oh, in the
Oh,
background there.
boy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a headset.
I
it's a
love
radio.
those. I love those radios. That was high tech at the time.
Oh,
That's
man.
true.
Those walkie-talkies, man. You had that. You were the shiznit.
Yeah.
they got to start the building.
Kinda.
Yep.
Look at all those fancy machines. Uh-oh. Hey.
Foreshadowing.
Shouldn't you guys have a fire extinguisher?
Yeah.
Should they have had better wiring? Oops.
Look, it was
Maybe
either
something-
fire extinguishers. It was either fire extinguishers for the building or a great glass chandelier. What are you going to pick? Come on.
Chandelier.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When are you going to need a fire extinguisher? Come on.
This is like the Titanic of pictures about giant apartment buildings.
Dun, 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 dun.
Look at that! Look at that!
Next to all that flammable stuff.
Who leaves
OJ.
cans? O.J. Simpson. He was in a lot of movies back in the day. He was in Capricorn 1, remember?
Yeah, that was a good film.
Yeah.
Was he still playing football back then?
Yeah, he was still in his career, probably towards the end run though. Ha ha ha! End run, get it?
I think I saw this movie in high school around the same time that the stuff was happening. He was fleeing in the Bronco.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Talk about great TV.
Did he
Yeah.
die recently, or am I just wishful thinking? I mean, no.
Oh God.
Yeah, he's still with us.
So what
No,
is this?
fate took Betty White, but has left us with OJ.
Well, you know.
I'll trade OJ for Betty White. I mean, that's a good trade,
Oh
right?
yeah, oh yeah.
Still doesn't detract from his performance in the movie. Like I said, I can still watch Kevin Spacey movies with Kevin Spacey in them. Of course, I don't know if he murdered
Yeah.
anybody, but anyway. Faye Dunaway, huh?
What's
is a
this movie rated, by the way?
PG, I think PG.
PG?
Yep.
Actually, do I have the case?
Your typical PG.
Let me see if they've updated the rating. But it was probably PG back in the day. Let me find out. What does the back of the case say? PG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
back
mean,
then people weren't wusses and they could tolerate, seeing somebody's bra.
Right.
It's not allowed.
I like
Not
Evelyn
like she's
Hamp-
all topless or anything.
I like Evelyn Hampton. Smoke gets in your eyes.
Yeah.
You know, Faye Dunaway is one of those women I could never really figure out if she was hot or not. Sometimes I look at her, I'm like, wow. And sometimes I'm looking, I go, huh?
She has what's known as,
Weird.
what do you think, the Sandra Bullock quality?
A little bit.
Like
Yeah,
go back and
Sandra
forth,
Bullock
yeah.
is always attractive, Boomer.
No, that's fine. I like Faye Dunaway myself, but I
Yeah,
can see how.
Yeah,
she-
there's this quality of sometimes you're not quite sure.
I kind of see a lot of similarity between her and Kathleen Turner.
Kathleen
Yeah.
Turner scares me.
Well, back in the day, Gene Siskel
Oh,
had
wow.
had the major hots for Kathleen Turner. He,
Glenn
yeah.
Close scared me.
well, yeah,
Yeah, I never cared for Glenn Close.
Here we have Paul Newman. Like I said, I almost thought we were going to see a bit more resurgent in modern day disaster movies, but maybe basing them on real life disasters, like Deepwater Horizon. That'd be interesting.
And they still don't know about the fire in the other room, apparently.
Nope.
No.
Not yet. See, he's the architect, but he did not build it. Man, exactly what he's going to do with that telescope.
What? William Holden, he was in Damien Omen too. Was he a bit of a? I don't want to speak ill of the.
He's the guy that
deceased.
drowned, right?
No, I think you can't recognize him with the glasses, but I think he was the Thorne's brother. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Did he have a drinking problem? Is that right? Or
I
I don't know.
back then, who didn't?
Here we go. Richard Chamberlain, Thornbirds, huh?
Dun dun dun.
Robert Wagner.
Oh, that's not Richard Chamberlain. That's Wagner. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like,
So-
where's Richard Chamberlain?
Yeah,
No, it's not him. It's not him. I couldn't see.
If-
This is the problem with watching movies on your TV and not on the big screen. Okay.
If you want to know how William Holden passed, he bled to death because he lacerated his forehead when he slipped down because he was drunk.
Okay.
Ouch.
You near had a fire, huh? Robert Wagner. He was a big star.
Yeah. Heart to Heart, a very underrated series.
I remember that show.
Underappreciated, I should say. Not really
Mm.
underrated, but
Mm.
I think underappreciated.
I did like that show.
I think they've done a good job with the print. You know, they did not let it go bad. This is a nice Blu-ray.
I like how the vent is just feeding the fire.
Now, see, he knows what's up. Like the security guy, he knows something's wrong, right?
Ellen Hampton saying he was on blood thinners.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be
And if he
surprised.
was drinking too, that makes it worse.
How come we don't have machines like this with the knobs and the lights anymore? You know?
Yeah, I like black and white.
Yes.
Is that Nancy Pelosi's house?
Mm,
Yeah, soon to be relocated to Florida, I'm sure.
yeah, probably.
Get this though, huh?
That ain't Nancy Pelosi.
Nope. Ooh, that's a young. Was it Susan Sullivan?
Yeah.
Susan Blakely.
Bazinga.
Bazinga. It's a nice jacket, huh?
Yeah, I'd wear that jacket.
Yeah. Okay, so is that the daughter of the president of the company?
Yeah, she's William Holden's character's daughter.
Yeah, the one who owns the building.
Dun dun dun.
Here we go. Now, of course, we don't want to be spoiling nothing. You know, it's you can't pass blame on natural disasters, right?
Yeah, the movie is only 48 years old. Don't want to give anything away. A nice little bar, nice little man room there.
He just,
Ooh,
I
got a
want to
flintlock
punch it.
on the wall.
Just seeing him smirk like that, I want to punch him right now.
He- You know, Richard Chamberlain, when he doesn't have a facial hair, you want to punch him. But when he has facial hair, he kind of like Musketeers and
no,
Shogun.
yeah.
He's pretty cool.
No, he's a good actor. I mean,
Yeah.
most actors can play the villain or the hero. I mean, you could probably have done a reversal and had Paul Newman in the role, and
But he's got it's like the hair and the eyes. It's all together. You just want
to. Yeah, I don't know. Ideal and realities.
Yeah, reality's going to deal with him too.
So I used to wrestle grizzly bears in Montana. I used to do that in Wyoming, you know.
So Torgalane, if you want to see Nancy Pelosi in a movie, just watch Predator.
Oh.
See, I thought that was Diane Feinstein, but you know, I may have been mistaken.
They're interchangeable. I mean,
All right. So this is the son-in-law.
Yep.
Who I guess is in the shadow of the father-in-law. That we're getting, what I'm getting from this. Like he's got to prove himself.
Mm-hmm. Probably making up for shortcomings of other areas.
That's a nice gun on the wall. I kept thinking that Slim Pickens should be in this movie, but he's in the swarm. He's in the swarm, so he shows up in the swarm. Because I'm thinking of 1970s actors, and I'm like, Slim Pickens in this, but no, he's in the swarm, so he's in the next one. Fred Astaire?
He was always a class act.
Oh, definitely. What's he getting ready for, I wonder, huh? I have a question. Al, were bow ties in back in the mid-70s?
Bow ties are always in because bow ties are
they
cool.
kind of don't go out of style. They're
size, of course,
regular
changes.
formal wear.
Yeah, but I figured back then it was all like the open neck and the chest hair and the gold chain. That was what we wanted to do.
That's what you called back then business casual.
Yeah, for the younger generation, you know.
What's this? He's got bear bonds in there? What is that?
He had a marriage license and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, I would be,
Does he really think putting the briefcase under the bed will not be noticed?
You know what this movie needs, in addition to all the towering Inferno fire? There should be someone trying to do a heist.
Nunchucking dinosaurs.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's a vault somewhere in the building, and you know
And it could be Christmas time.
it's not this. I don't think this is Christmas time. We got the New Year's movie last time, but this is when does this take place?
Arbor Day.
Hey, look at that.
I actually think some people figured out it takes place in July. Because someone pulls out a receipt and it had July 4th.
Oh, there you go.
Something.
So I guess he's got a hot date. That's what I'm seeing there.
You know that's got to be a super detailed plans for something that size.
Mm-hmm. That's a nice dress.
Who's this lady?
It's Faye Dunaway.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not an old guy. I don't know who these people are.
Is it? Hold on. Let me get a better look. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
Faye Dunaway. Yeah.
Look
Yes,
at that
it
cleavage.
absolutely is. It very much
Wow, that's a nice dress.
is. That's more Faye Dunaway than usual.
She was a big 1970s leading lady, I think, right? We saw her in a lot of movies. Look, got the fancy cameras. This is a major event. What's this event for? Is this the opening of the building, or is this like...
Yeah, the
okay.
building is kind of its grand opening.
I thought they were unveiling the eighth wonder of the world, Kong.
Robert Vaughn. At least it looks like Robert Vaughn.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yes.
So, Where's David McCallum?
I know, right?
There was a wonderful, like, there was an episode of Kung Fu: The Legend Continues where he was getting together, like, a kind of a Magnificent Seven group to go after bad guys, and one of them was Robert Vaughn, and Kwai Chang Caine goes, "Last time I met you, you were after the person that murdered your child," and all he said was, "I found him," and then we don't know what else happened, you know. And never mind. It's. I'm glad we don't get repeat actors from Poseidon. I think that would have been a mistake, right?
There are a few background people that are
Really?
because-
Leslie Nielsen could be the elevator man or something, right? I don't know.
You know, this was Irwin Allen's most expensive movie.
Oh yeah. Well, you can tell money went into this when you
Oh
watch
yeah,
this.
just building the sets and the miniatures alone.
This does not look cheap. I mean, I know sometimes we think of 70s and we think, you know, this was kind of the cheap era, the bad film stocks, and you know, more rough around the edges movies. But no, they spent money on this. You can tell this is. Now, was this a summer release, Big Al?
Actually, it was in December.
Okay, so this was a holiday release. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not a Christmas movie.
Well, no, but I mean, you know, it's not unusual to have a major holiday movie. I mean, that was a tradition also.
Yeah, this was like in the time before the big summer blockbuster.
Hey, he didn't cut it all the way. That's a bad omen.
But did you notice that Robert Vaughn was kind of impatient, just kind of ripped it?
Yeah.
It's like, let's get on with this, huh? Look at all those lights.
Dun dun dun.
You know, at the time, this was John Williams' longest film score. I think about 75 minutes of music for the film.
It's a lot. But considering that the movie is only, what, is over almost
2
3
hours
hours.
and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
I was mentioning Die Hard. There was a little snippet. Where did it go here? After seeing this film, novelist Roderick Thorpe had a dream that same night about a man being chased through a skyscraper by gun-wielding assailants. The inspiration for his 97 book, Nothing Lasts Forever, which eventually was made into the film.
Wow.
Die Hard.
Yeah. I remember that was based on a book. Many movies are based on novels.
Yep.
We just we just never heard of the novel sometimes. But it's because maybe they were big hits at the time, and then I guess the movie eclipses them. But yeah, a lot of.
Well, you know, like
based on
Jaw.
novels.
You know, like Jaws was based on a.
Jaws was a big novel, though. That was a big deal when that came
Yeah.
out. I remember.
Of course, totally didn't follow the story of the novel.
No. Yeah, they said they had to change some things, but
yeah. That building looks so wheelchair unfriendly.
you're right. I didn't think about that.
Well, this was about the time they were just starting to put those kind of laws in place.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at the secretary with the bleach blonde with the blonde hair. Mm-hmm.
She was a nice looking woman.
And who's that?
Susan Flannery, who was also in Gumball Rally.
Now, are they kind of doing this on the side because she's a secretary and it'd be a big scandal?
Yeah.
But I don't think he's married, correct?
I forget.
I don't think he is. So I guess it was just an impropriety because he's her boss. Because I don't think he's.
Hashtag me too.
Oh well, this was the 70s.
Hashtag me too with a side of scotch.
Uh-oh, here's the song.
Was this played at the Oscars that year?
Yeah.
It won the
It
Academy
won.
Award
It won.
for Best Song. There's got to be a... Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Yeah, right? See, that's where you go. I go, can you read my mind?
I don't think. Does the Swarm have a song? I don't know if it does.
Let it be, let it be.
That's actually Maureen McGovern singing it.
I like the song from the Society Adventure better, I think.
Yeah, we were making fun of that one a couple weeks ago. I always liked him as an actor, the bartender.
Yeah.
What's his name again? Gregory Sierra. Used to be on Barney Miller and Sanford and Son and all kinds of things like that.
What's he getting out there? What is that? Ooh. Is that the good stuff? I bet the bartenders would say, a bottle of that's more than my whole year's salary, right?
Heck, a glass of that would be more than some people's salary.
If only there'd be a way to combine alcohol with NFT. I'm kidding. I'm just get an NFT.
I never understood the whole NFT thing. I really don't get it.
Yeah, no one does. Anyway, let's. She does look nice.
Yep.
I don't know though. I can kind of see where Al is coming from. You know what it is? I think she can dress up and dress down real easy. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think that's.
And for me, I just was noticing it's a lot about the hairdo.
Yeah.
A hair up like that doesn't do it for me. On her. Not that up hair is bad or anything.
He likes to go yachting.
Doesn't everybody?
That's Jennifer Jones, right?
Yep.
Song for Bernadette. Or Song of Bernadette. One of the two.
So this seems to be a theme in these movies, the old man looking for love, right?
That's my life, dude.
I believe in all good things.
You know, Fred Astaire has got a really cool factor about him because he was also on Battlestar Galactica.
He was.
Playing a guy who was Starbucks' possible father, but actually could be his father.
And we still haven't found the fire.
It's too hot. That's bad, right?
Yeah. It's substandard wiring is what's the problem here. Somebody was saving money.
And I wonder who that was.
Yep. Just look at Boomer's Avatar.
Yeah. So what were the big confectionery treats that the young children liked in the 70s? Snowballs, Twinkies. What was the?
You mean snow caps?
I don't know. Like what were the big candy? Like what was the big candy back then?
Well, you couldn't
Were
go
Snick-
wrong with a milk dud, you know.
Were Snickers around back then in the 70s?
I think so. I'm really not sure.
See, I missed out on the 70s, so it's a decade that always fascinates me. I mean, I was born in 77, so you know, it's like
There are certain food items from the 70s I wish were still around, but most of them are the savory kind.
oh, there are 80s food things I wish were still around. Oh, there's so many things from the 80s I wish were still around. They,
My times, pizza spins, chipsters were snacks I really loved.
pizza spins?
Yep. They were like these little wagon wheel looking things that were pizza flavored.
Interesting. They have pizza goldfish. They still make those.
Well, they got pizza everything, but pizza spins, there was just something about those at the time.
I get it. I used to like O'Boise's back in the 90s. That was the thing I liked.
I don't remember that.
They were like puffed out potato chips. They were interesting.
Yeah. Well, they still got certain kind of puffed out ones.
Yeah, but they're different. These were like these were like Pringles, but they were puffed out. If that makes any
Yeah.
sense.
Oh, that makes sense. I know what
They
you're
had,
talking about.
they had like bubbles in them. Uh-oh, I see smoke, and where there's smoke,
There's fire!
Don't open the door!
Ah!
Wait,
Wow, this CGI.
Oh!
That's awesome CGI for 1972.
No.
Dang.
This had to
we
have
went
been a
old school
dangerous
back
set.
then, baby.
You know, back then what they did was they literally set people on fire.
No, that's you can't do that.
That's
Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
talk.
they were wearing
Dude.
special suits to protect them from the fire, but they were literally lit on fire.
So he tried saving the guy who stupidly was trying to open the door.
He's in shock.
Oh, bottle caps came out in 72. Blow pops in 73.
Yeah, there's some good candy in the 70s, man.
Yeah.
Aim for the base of the fire, you dummy.
Hey, you don't think people are going to be doing stupid things in this movie, do you? We haven't even started yet. We got over 2 hours more of this stuff to get through.
What, 2 hours more of people being stupid?
I don't. Well, no, they're going to be smart people and they're going to be dumb people in this. They're going to be people like we know Paul Newman's kind of our hero, but also of course Steve McQueen is a shared billing,
Yeah.
so he's going to show up.
Yeah, he shows up in about 5 minutes.
It's not going out.
Because he's not aiming for the base of the fire to put it out. He's just shooting water. in the
Well,
whole
that's
room.
because it's all through the electrical system. That's not the source of the fire.
Yeah.
The fire's like, yeah, that tickles. Keep spraying on me. You know, you know, if you think about movies like this, movies like The Blob aren't that different, right? I'll say this. I keep thinking how Superman would handle this situation. We have that great. Go ahead.
I just like how William Holden's like, what's the urgency if you got it under control?
You know what I would say? Hey, we're having a party up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks very different than he did in the Damien though, because he's wearing those thick,
Yeah.
those thick glasses.
The only thing that's missing here is the line, God himself couldn't burn this building down.
Yep. Like I said, it's the hubris of man.
Here come the fire trucks.
Yeah, that's back when people actually used to pull over for emergency vehicles.
Yeah, what is it like? Like now, people are really bad with that sort of thing. These
I
days.
took an arson investigation class in college, and the professor said, he was talking about the tower in Inferno, and he said, honestly, if a building that large, if it got out of control, it's gone. He's like,
Yeah, nothing
he
you
said
can do.
he said that whole thing about dropping water from above. He's like, no, that ain't gonna work.
Well, we need hope. Okay. Here we go. The hero heroes, though, right?
All firemen are heroes.
Yep.
Well, those sirens are loud in my ears.
My uncle was a fireman. It was weird. That was the three jobs my dad and his two brothers. One became a fireman. My dad became a policeman, and my uncle became a mailman. So the three big government jobs. Right?
Wow. Great pensions all the way around.
Yeah. No.
I hear the post office is hiring.
Interesting.
So's the police department here. They got signs all over town.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you ever have a fire truck as a kid, Al?
You mean a toy or?
Yeah, a toy.
Sure.
Yeah. How about you, Troy?
Just matchboxes.
Okay. How about you, Birdman? Ever have a
And
fire truck?
my barber was a fireman, so I knew some of the firefighters around. Plus, being in the old days, a small county fair, we had, get close and have them. You could look at them, and especially the old style ones.
Oh yeah. We used to have an abandoned fire truck at a place where we had church picnics and whatnot. I remember that. What was I going to say? I know I had a toy fire truck growing up because I remember messing around with the ladders that it came with it. This is weird. Who's the bigger star, right? We have Paul Newman and Steve McQueen.
Yeah, that was the question. Steve McQueen wanted to be the big one. Paul Newman kind of was the big one.
They look like they could be brothers.
Yeah, right?
Nowadays, if you have a movie with two leading men in it, one of the leading men is going to turn out to be a bad guy.
Yep.
I've noticed that's always a trend. Not to spoil it, but if you haven't seen, Interstellar, when Matt Damon shows up, and I'm like, we can't have two leading men in this. Something's not going to go
Actually,
right.
I'll do you one better. One turns out to be the villain, the other one turns out to be gay.
OJ's back? Okay, question: would you rather be in this scenario or on the Poseidon?
I'll take this one.
Yeah, it depends on what floor I'm on too. If I'm below the fire, I'm going down fast.
I don't know. I think fire is a bad way to go.
There's not really any good way to go, really.
Yeah, but there's some ways that are less painful and just, I don't know.
Heart attack after having excellent sex.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's the best way to go.
Not yet, but we can get some.
Where's the kid with the radio headset? I hope he's not going to say, "I know this building inside and out." No, I don't think that's going to happen.
Sorry to disturb your party.
Right?
Yeah, maybe like stop the party.
Okay, smoke doesn't act like that.
Right. And I don't know about back then, but these days you would not be on a floor that had smoke and not have a mask on.
Well,
Like that.
They also want you to use the elevator.
Right.
Well, there's only one working elevator. Or outside elevator, I should say. The glass elevator.
Doesn't matter. They would have taken the stairs.
Yeah.
We have firefighter friends.
Yep.
They tell us this stuff every time they watch this movie.
And that was true back in the 70s too. If there's a fire, you don't use the elevator.
so why is the water seemingly having no effect here? That's a question. Because it's electrical. What's
Could be the chemicals involved in the materials.
okay?
Yeah, that especially back in the 70s, there was a lot of stuff that were in those buildings that they don't have now for exactly this reason. Same reason we don't have clothes made out of polyester anymore.
Oh, look who's here at the party.
This building's unsinkable.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way a fire on anyone can reach up here, not in this building. You like that when there's a fire? I outrank everybody here.
here, yeah.
You know he loves saying that line. Oh, Kugel. Do you remember Kugel? I forgot I had the 70s snacks thing up. Kugel. Mugga Lunch.
Mugga lunch?
I remember Mugga Lunch.
What is Mugga lunch?
It's like spaghetti and macaroni and beef noodles in a packet. You pour it in a thing, put water in it in a mug, and you got yourself a lunch.
Oh my goodness.
It's like cup
Yeah.
of noodles, but you provide the cup.
Huh.
Oh, pizza spins. There they are, baby. General Mills Foods. It launched in 68 and were pulled in 75. Crispy pinwheel shaped snack took the flavors of pizza and put it in a chip form. Oh, God, they were good.
Yeah, I think it's a pity that the airplane people didn't try to do a spoof of this movie, right? What do you think?
I'm trying to think if there has been one.
Because I imagine he's going to make this calm announcement, then I would expect if it was an airplane, someone would scream, "We're all going to die!" And then they'd all be running. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, those old-fashioned fire helmets are cool, Evelyn.
I'll have to say, though, the Continental Room, that sounds pretty nice.
Yeah.
Dinner will not be delayed.
You know, that's actually a really good way to manage the people, you know. Without, anyone panicking or anything,
Yeah.
you just get them down to the lobby.
Well, that was my joke. Like, what he says is actually very... I have to give him credit. He's not he's not saying anything that would maybe cause too much alarm. And
Right.
That was my joke. Someone would scream, "We're all going to die!" I want to get there first. Those cocktails are going to...
Well, okay, there is that aspect. I mean, I'd have been thinking that too. Oh, Free cocktails. Let's be the first ones down.
Fred Astaire. He got separated from his date.
Fred got stuck upstairs.
But
Been waiting all movie to make that joke.
yeah, it's a long movie. Could have waited a little longer.
Yeah, it was the only place it was appropriate.
You know, I'm 52 minutes into this thing, and I ain't seeing no Inferno. I want my
Well,
money back.
we've seen some flames.
I go up to the guy at the ticket
Hey,
counter.
you know,
"Where's
just
the
like
Inferno?"
any good dramatic film, there's a slow burn.
No, I want it all right now. I don't like the pace of this movie.
Well, here you go.
And I didn't like
Oh,
the
there
color of
we go.
those dresses either.
Okay, well now, you know,
Now you're all left.
Yeah, that drop ceiling's got to be so heavy.
Al, I'm afraid I'm going to have to tap out, my friend.
all right.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much, Birdman.
Take care, my friend.
Everybody,
Everybody-
if you haven't subscribed to Soundtracks with Birdman, please do so.
And tune
Yep.
in Wednesday. We're doing a Captain America Civil War rewatch. It's going to be a great debate between me and everybody else, including Wolf 10 Media. He'll be guesting on.
And I hear it has a beautiful, and I see it has a beautiful thumbnail. I think
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it
Yeah.
does.
if the Birdman liked it, that is.
I did. I always like him. And February 8th, we're having a John Williams chit-chat party for his
Cool.
birthday.
Cool.
Cool.
And I've got some big gifts coming on for that. So
Okay, cool.
everyone have a good night. And enjoy
Take
yourself.
care.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.
He's getting out before the fire gets too big.
Yeah, it's getting too hot for him.
Fire. Actually, I want to say to the Richard Chamberlain character at some point, I got to say, liar, liar, pants on fire. You know, because...
If they're not now, they soon will be.
Look at those ruffles.
Speaking of ruffles, Alexa, add potato chips to the shopping list.
I've added potato chips to your shopping list.
He mentioned ruffles. I
Right.
want potato chips.
Here's something I found on the web.
Alexa,
Alexa,
stop.
Oh, look at this.
I was watching an interview with someone named Alexa on, well, I think it was like Live or something like that.
And
my
your Echo
Kindle-
Dot kept responding?
Yeah, my Kindle kept like activating. I don't
Oh,
have a Dot.
okay.
The only Alexa I have activated is my Kindle.
Oh, okay.
So he saved the guy like $4 million on like a wiring system.
Yeah.
Please use the scenic elevators over there. Look at this.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen now.
I mean, one guy literally jumped into the elevator.
Yep.
You gonna tell me there's no stairwell access? Have people start going down the stairs.
Well, I know you and I would have both been like, oh, I'm not waiting for an elevator. Come on, let's go find those stairs.
Which is what you're supposed to do in an emergency anyway.
True.
Because we're not dumbasses.
Or like when you get tired of waiting, which I would.
You were always taught in school, take the stairs. Every hotel says take the stairs, you know,
True.
on the door. Don't
True,
take an
true.
elevator, take the stairs. These people apparently don't know basic fire safety.
It'll be
And these are
fine.
firemen. Okay, I'm requiring some snackage.
You should have like some flaming hot something, right?
We do have hot chips,
There you go.
Yes, we
That'd
do.
be right for the movie.
but instead I'm going to have Snyder's of Hanover cheddar cheese pretzel pieces.
Well,
Those
they're
are
all
good.
dead.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
That's fun.
Is there another bag of those?
She has to get her cat. Get the kitty.
It
Looks
is
like
now,
the top of that building's leaning.
It's now a true towering inferno.
All right. Oh!
Ugh.
Yup.
Now are people going to start panicking?
Yeah, I think it's time to be a little bit concerned.
Oh. Ooh, there's some red hair. I wonder if that's real. How do you like your precious tower now?
I know, man. This is intense. Robert Wagner, huh?
Oh yeah, what? I didn't realize he was in this scene. Didn't even notice.
Distracted by other.
A little distracted, yeah.
He's got a bow tie too. You and Fred Astaire could be friends, huh? That's a blue suit. That's a blue jacket. That's not nice.
Do you smell burning?
That's no moon.
Wow.
That's bad, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's bad.
Just a little bit.
There's another one of these scenarios where they're going to be lawsuits.
Probably.
Now, if I was a girl, first thing I'd do is put on pants.
Put on some pants, right?
and put
Exactly.
on some shoes.
Well,
No, let's not get hasty.
and if I were the man, first thing I'd do is have a drink. You're going to need it.
I'm trying to think, is she still with us?
Oh.
She was. I knew she was. I think she was. Yep, she's still around. She does a lot of daytime drama now.
It's still time for her to put on some pants and put on some shoes.
Maybe she doesn't have them with her. I don't know. Maybe they were... Take the scenic elevator.
I've been like, get the women. Well, there's no children, but get the women out first.
You got to give him credit in this situation. He's calm. He's counting. He's not like jumping in there trying to,
No, I'll say I'm not blaming him for this mess. I think he was. I'll put it this way. I think maybe the son-in-law deceived him a little bit on
I'm pretty sure,
the electrical wiring. That's why when he's insisting this building has all the best safety measures, I think he honestly believed it when he was saying that. Yeah, it wasn't.
Go, OJ. You got this.
Okay.
Yeah, that is not good.
Ominous
Well, that's
music
a sugar
playing.
and a damp towel. Now dry one.
That would be a bad feeling.
Yep. I think we're in trouble.
It's time for you to put on some pants.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
What's happening here?
One thing is, the longer they sit there, the less chance they have of getting out.
They can't get out. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Their way out is blocked with fire.
No, there's fire on either side of the doorway. They could go between the doorway.
That's just Hollywood convention. In reality, the room is filled with fire.
All right, what's he gonna do? He's got a plan.
Put the towels back under the door.
All right, put a wet towel around you.
He's gonna make a run for it.
But what ends up happening is that water that's in that towel boils.
Yep. Hot steam. He's a steamed lobster.
He's coming back with the whole fire department.
I'd be like, dude, I'm going with you.
Pull out the Old Bay. Time to cook some crabs. Maryland thing. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that didn't last long.
Oh. I was shocked when I saw this. I'm like, wow, they killed off Robert Wagner.
Yep.
They're not even halfway through. This is not good. This means anyone's expendable in this movie. That's what I was thinking. Oh no.
Before Joss Whedon, there was Irwin Allen.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Anybody
no.
could die at any moment.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, you got to give it to him. He tries to the end. He did not. Yeah.
Oh, and now he's falling off. Does that say built for life? Oh, no.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, that was my avatar.
Yep.
Ooh, I like that little burst of flame that
Right.
immediately caught the curtains on fire.
How did that come out of the bathroom?
Could it go? It's like the fire's like all in the wall.
Yeah, you've got to remember it's in the walls, it's in the ceiling, under the floors.
The electrical system's overloaded is what happened.
You probably choke on the smoke first, right?
Yeah,
Most
that's
likely.
In her state, yeah, that would happen to her. But she chooses another avenue. But doesn't quite.
Oh, no.
Ugh.
Okay.
That's a really bad way to put the fire out on yourself.
Well, they said stop, drop, and roll. She's dropping.
Yeah, I'm sure she did some rolling when she hit.
Yeah.
To be
No,
fair,
she
though,
was just on thud.
I'm reminded of one of the most horrifying things I saw on 9/11 was when people jumping out because the heat was so bad
Yeah.
that they would just. And I wonder if your instinct is just kicking in at that moment if you're not even in control anymore. If it's just your body's just telling you get away from the heat.
Well, just like at the World Trade Center.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
At this point, I expect him to go, fire department, call out!
Right. You're right. Call out.
No, fire department, call out.
Why don't they just parachute to safety with a sheet?
Hey, gotta give it to the kid. He's still got his headset
His
on.
headset on.
Groovy.
No wonder he couldn't hear anybody coming for him.
Paul Newman to the rescue.
Why don't they just parachute to safety with a sheet? Easier said than done.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It really does not work.
Didn't the Mythbusters try that once? Or
They
something
might have
similar?
done, yeah.
Which means poor Buster got busted.
Oh, yeah. Hey, is that Bobby?
Yeah, it is actually. Oh my God, that's right. I forgot Bobby Brady was in this film. Mike Looking Man.
Huh. Shouldn't you be putting something over your mouth? Like a handkerchief or something? I don't know.
He's kind of in adrenaline overload mode right now. But hey, but see, there you go. You asked for it, you get it. Troy wanted a towering inferno, boom, he got it. He wanted a thing of mask of water, he boom, got it.
And I think it's kind of like
I want a naked woman. Hey, why did I get it?
I don't know. Not Raggedy Ann. Raggedy Ann and Andy, they were big in the 70s. That was a big thing.
They've been big in the entire aughts or whatever that decade. I mean, century.
I like that. You're going to be okay. You're a little girl in the 70s. You don't die in movies.
You just become possessed by,
Well, yeah, that could happen. Yeah.
Well, you haven't seen The Swarm yet. Anyway, I'm just going to say Swarm is the most brutal of these.
Could you imagine with today's media, with this going on? Would be
Yeah.
like every news channel, every regular broadcast.
Oh yeah, they'd be. You'd have some guy calling in saying it's coming in my apartment, and then it turns out he was faking from his hotel or something.
Yeah. They go
Because,
Baba Booey, Baba Booey, and then some guy calls, "Let's go, Brandon."
Yeah.
Oh man.
Why haven't they directed these guys to a staircase?
Right?
Start using the stairs.
Oh yeah, all downhill.
See, this tells me that this movie is well paced because we're saying something just as it's happening on screen.
Oh
He's
look,
stealing everyone's drinks.
So much for the stairs.
Because they waited too long, like the dumbasses they are. Honestly, I learned this stuff in grade school.
I know.
remember in The Burbs when the guy says a hideous raging inferno? I'm kind of thinking that right now.
Don't just kick it. As I kick it, he kicks it.
More fire trucks.
That would be cool to ride on the top of one of those like that. What's crackling? Who's eating what?
Sorry, I was just closing up the pretzels.
Oh, Go Team Ghost Planet Go says this disaster is a lawsuit waiting to happen. Oh, they're gonna.
Oh,
yeah.
it's going to be a class action suit.
Is that why the Richard Chamberlain character is drinking? He knows he's ruined.
Oh yeah, you know it.
You know what he's probably thinking? He's probably thinking, "Wow, I don't know what they're gonna say when they find out about the Chinese drywall I used too." Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's- Listen, I'm just saying there's a legal amount of asbestos your building can have. That's what I was assured by.
Oh, I remember when I was in like 7th, 8th grade. The teachers had us go into the cafeteria gymnasium area. It was all like one thing, and they wanted us to run laps. What we didn't know at the time was they were doing air samples for asbestos, and then we were kicking up the what was in the area.
Oh, they had you do it on purpose to kick it up.
Yep,
Wow.
to test the levels.
Rescue the cat.
Well, you might as well.
OJ's not all bad. See, he saved the cat.
No, man.
Well, because the cat didn't cheat on him.
We always gotta have kids in these movies. Have you noticed that?
Well, they're kids in real life. Boomer.
It ups the drama.
Ups the stakes. Yeah, that's true.
You got to say Bobby Brady.
Yeah, he's got to live long enough to be a race car driver.
Wonder how many people remember that.
Ooh.
I think I remember something about that. Look at that. Okay.
Ooh.
That's one heck of a jungle gym.
I read somewhere he did that himself.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Now, if he falls here, is that like 100 floors down?
It's a bit of a drop.
You know, if
So Paul Newman did most of his own stunts, including the climbing up and down the bent stairwell railing.
I have a question: was having an apartment in one of these buildings like the cat's pajamas back in the day? Was it?
I've
Might have
never
been.
heard it put that way.
Well, it just seems like it's one big death trap. That's all I'm saying. This whole building, it's like, can you even open up a window to crack open and get some air? I don't know.
Somebody open up a window.
I was thinking that too, yeah.
It's 1,000 degrees. We're burning God, please. For somebody, please. Yeah, the one thing we didn't talk about earlier, though, is that he asked about his sister.
Yeah.
Get me out of here. Oh, no. My sister, she's still in there.
There you go.
It's the story of Bobby Brady.
I thought you were going to say of a falling Brady. Well, how are you going to get the ladies down?
Doom, 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 doom. Little girl looks scared.
Very, very much like Side Adventures, and then like this becomes one big obstacle course.
Yeah.
Great miniature work in this film.
Oh yeah.
With the building, I think the building was like, I forget how big it was, but oh, see, setting up for the lawsuits.
Yeah, we're
We were-
supposed to have fire drills. They never did.
Well, no time like the present.
I remember that about school. We were like close to the end of the year, and we still had to have 2 fire drills to meet regulations. So we had like one a week for like a couple weeks in a row. We had like one right after the other.
Well, chances are, if you'd had a fire during that time, you'd have been well prepared.
I'm imagining Bill Paxton from Aliens in this scenario and says, "Now go up there and get the girl." I'm not going back up there. You know?
Game over, man.
Game, I know.
You know, Sertorin is talking about, asbestos. What I think people don't realize, if it's solid asbestos and it's in the walls and ceiling, chances are you're not really breathing in enough for it to even be dangerous. The people that really have to be concerned about it, guys that used to work on brakes back then.
I wonder who that little girl is. Let's see if I can.
Everything turned off.
Okay, look at that. Carolina Gower.
I mean, it's hard enough to do on your own. Then when you got someone on your back. Yikes.
Ugh.
Okay, this was a well-made movie, I gotta say.
Now, was this a big hit when it came out? Oh, was this?
It was
like,
huge.
Oh yeah, it was.
Everyone was
It was-
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
it was.
It's one of the few movies that got over 100 million
Yep.
before Jaws kind of blew
Blew that out of the water.
everything out of the water. This film was a big deal. It was a top moneymaker in 75.
That's back when 100 million was a lot of money.
Yes, it was.
Now it's a settlement and a lawsuit.
Right.
By Hollywood starlet. I'm kidding.
That's a good brother.
Right? I was just thinking that too. He's like, I need a breath. Put the mask on her, for crying out loud.
I think that dress is not. Oh, she's getting rid of the heels. You got rid of your heels.
Well, she certainly can't climb in heels.
Well,
Although I probably would have tossed him down to him.
This is very tense, man.
I don't like it. Probably be a good date movie, right? You probably have your
Well, it was
your
it
girlfriend gripping your arm through the whole thing, right?
Could be, yeah.
It was an event movie, although it was like a different mode of release back then. You know, once Jaws came about, Jaws was everywhere.
Yep.
Whereas films like this, it kind of might be in Chicago, and then a couple weeks later, it'd be open in DC, and it was kind of a slow word of mouth kind of thing.
Yeah, like they would test it out to see how it does, and they make more prints, right? Is that how it used to work?
Kind of, yeah. They would go in the big cities first, and then trickle down to smaller cities. Whereas now, this would have been in like 5,000 theaters on the first day. Might have been in 10.
See, I couldn't climb with a dress that long. I'd have to ripped off part of it so that I can actually have my legs to move.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's really got her at a disadvantage.
Oh man.
Woof.
Well, it's a good thing she's a saint.
Yeah.
St. Bernadette would have been through a lot there.
All right. So any place that isn't on fire.
Ella Hampson ticket line stretch around the corner when she went to see this movie in the theater.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Honey, I need a timestamp from you.
Oh. Where are we at?
121.
Yeah.
48. Okay, so I'm a little ahead.
I'm at 123.54. I don't know if that
Yeah,
matters.
it's 123, not 121.
Well, I'm looking at yours here. It's against the point, right, for me? I have to wait until you guys catch up with me so I can continue playing. I've lost it, and I gotta get back to it.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. Yeah, but we'll tell you the time. All right.
And now. Okay, I'm caught up.
Good.
That's a name, O'Halloran, huh?
Right?
Is that Irish?
I should think so.
Chief O'Halloran.
Well, you know, McQueen, O'Halloran, it's all Gaelic.
Right.
If it was a British guy, he was saying, "What's all this then?" Right? This movie's making me uneasy. So, any other Oscars given out for this movie?
Let's see here. I think it did win a couple things. It won cinematography, which, of course, film editing,
Okay.
of course, original song. Those were the Oscars it won. Fred Astaire won a British Academy Film Award for supporting actor.
Good for him.
Best original music, also a British Academy Award.
Holy cow. You gotta be kidding me. How does that happen?
What? I
Yeah.
thought I was reading something.
There was a
The door is cemented shut.
Oh, yeah.
A thing of cement spilled under it.
Well, like I said, he's the architect, but he didn't build the thing.
Right.
That's why they couldn't get the door open. Remember earlier they were trying to.
Yep.
They say we can. It's stuck. The guy tried kicking it in.
Yep.
Faux doors.
Hodor?
Hodor, Hodor.
Faux the
Hold up.
door. Faux the door.
Well, that was a conveniently placed lamp,
Hodor had one job.
and he did it.
Ah.
Yep, Hodor was the hero of Game of Thrones. Everyone else sucked.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Gray were my kind of liked toward the end.
Wow, talk about cinematography. I mean,
Yeah.
you got that matte painting there, and I swear you can't tell where reality ends and the matte painting begins.
What's that sound effect? That's awesome.
Sounds like whales.
I know. It's like the echo effect of that vastness of that.
Right.
Something else is going crazy.
You know, and I have to wonder if Irwin Allen's whole thing was, okay, we trapped him in a ship, we trapped him in a burning building. What else can we trap people in?
They don't need to be trapped. We'll just have bees attack them.
Yeah, there you go.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Oh.
Although, have you ever seen When Time Ran Out?
No.
Also with Paul Newman, if I remember correctly. I think they're on an island in a volcano.
Jeez.
Oh, that's funny.
I actually liked When Time Ran Out. It's been a long time, but I remember liking it. It was one of those like ad nauseum cable runs kind of thing.
You got me thinking that from now on, you know, it's just wherever Paul Newman is, don't be there.
Was there some evil company trying to drill for oil on the volcano island and they cause the eruption or something? I don't know.
But then suddenly a guy named Joe shows up. Thinking about a little zip lining.
Yeah?
Which I think is an aspect taken from another book, one of the books.
Interesting.
The Tower, I actually believe, was part of it.
Because, you know, I mean, if you're going to survive.
I was a fireman.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not good for morale, I think. Like I said, remember when I was saying that these are almost crossing over into horror movie territory?
Yeah.
This is terrifying.
Well, there's no killer or demon. The fire is.
Well, the fire is the
antagonist.
monster. I mean,
Yeah.
well, they're monsters in the real world. I mean, we don't talk about them. Like sharks,
Well,
like Jaws. That's a real life
Yeah.
monster.
I
too.
saw a great film today, and we'll be doing a review on it the next couple days, called Black Water.
Really?
2007,
Oh, I've heard of that.
2007 Australian film. Let's just say crocodile. That's all I got to
Oh,
say.
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Great film. Very well done.
Blackwater? Interesting.
Yeah, not Blackwater. Black Water. Because if you get Blackwater, which also came out in 2007. Totally
Oh,
different
separate
film.
yeah, separate words. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
separate words.
Um,
An Australian film.
There's another really good crocodile movie from that was Australia. It's called Rogue. It's really good. I
Lost his
recommend
hat.
it. You could do a whole alligator month or crocodile month. or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, because you got Alligator, which was
Alligator. That's a
film.
good one. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Alligator. William
I have
Forsythe.
it. I have yet to watch it. It's one that
You'll like it if you check it out. It's good.
the fan man has suggested it to me too.
Where are
It's
these
a good
two
one.
firefighters going exactly?
I don't know.
I don't know, but it's really exciting.
Let's rappel down. Whee!
Well, they gotta get down somehow. All the elevators are crapping out.
Right.
What would happen if you went to the chief and said, you know, sir, I can't come in today. I got a headache.
So can you imagine the guy who's at home hearing about this thing and he is sick and wasn't able to be there?
Well, yeah.
And all his buddies are like falling and burning up. And
Falling in flames. Yeah, this is horrifying.
it's terrible survivor's guilt. Ellen Hampton suggesting alligator as well.
It's a good one. And Rogue is good too if you get a chance to check that one out too.
I like Sir Torque Lane. 80s action movies taught me to never be related to Charles Bronson.
Oh,
well,
man.
yeah, that's true.
By the time you get to part 3, I'm like, well, there's no one left. But no, he had like an old friend.
Yeah,
that was a war buddy, but he was a conscious objector. So I
Well,
don't know.
that's why when Nanette asked me about John Wick, I said it's about a guy whose dog gets killed, so he goes and kills the guys that kill his dog. She said, well, how many dogs did he have? They have like, what, 3-4 movies?
No, complications happen from him coming out of retirement. That's the send-off for part 2.
Okay.
And that's and then I have to give them points. There's something that happens because of what he does in part 2 that has big ramifications for part 3, and it doesn't let up. It's
Gotcha.
They're worth checking out. I like all 3 of them, and I'm very curious to see what they're gonna do with part 4 because
yeah, I've seen 2 of them. I gotta watch the third one still.
yeah, no, they're all good. I mean, you know how the second one ends. It picks up right after where the second one ends, and it's
So all hell's about to break loose.
but basically that's what it is. Like there's some time when he gets away, but even still, he has to figure out a way out of the mess, and it's just everyone's. I don't want to say anything more because I know the Pacellis haven't watched it yet, but they're worth checking out.
No, I don't think you're going to spoil anything for us, but
yeah, but well, there might still be some surprises. I want to leave you to it. It's
how'd you get in here?
give me O'Halloran. Oh, her poor
no, she's
cat.
not.
Your cat is saved. OJ got your cat.
How'd they get into that stairwell? Well, if the firemen can get up the stairs, why can't they get down the stairs?
Were they part of the rappel crew?
I'd have to see their faces again.
Well, he knows what's going on the other side.
They're gonna blow the door.
So run.
Those plastic explosives.
Yeah, because firefighters always carry C4 with them.
Well, they do in an Irwin Allen film.
Yep. Actually, I don't think it would be unheard of to have some kind of explosive for a situation like this.
True. If you place it right, it will. Cover your ears and open your mouth.
Why?
Helps equalize the pressure so it doesn't blow your eardrums.
Good to know.
It doesn't work very well. It's just best you can do.
I like the little girl. Is there going to be a big bag?
Darn right it is. And I will guarantee you that the The cement is probably still intact. All they did was blast the door open, which is fine because that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, now all y'all go down the stairs. You broke my door.
Yeah, I think that's the least of his concerns now.
No, I just think it would be kind of funny if he's like, hey, you didn't have to break my door.
What I thought was funny is with the whole building on fire, Faye Dunaway's cold.
I'm the one who has to live with them.
I'm sorry. No, he was saying I'm sorry, the guy. Here we got Richard Chamberlain. You can't get out that way. Are you coming or not? I really don't like this guy.
Oh, he's a great asshole in this film.
He's a great asshole. I like
He
that.
is. Some people are just great assholes, and he's a
Yeah.
great one in this film.
Yeah, in Deepwater Horizon, it's John Malkovich's character. He's the one in that. But yeah, it's. Oh,
Yeah, that was dumb.
where are you going?
I'll tell you where he's going. He's going to hell is where he's going.
It's like the Amityville Horror almost.
And he was the one who built the place?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was the one in charge.
He's the
of
one who cut the corners that resulted in all this.
Yeah, he went for cheap wiring.
Cheap everything. He cut corners wherever he could, I think. Evelyn Hampton, audience cheered.
Yeah.
Or take a line from all the jazz. And the dancers laughed.
Yeah.
Hey, at least we
Some
got a
party.
great bar.
You left a lady and two kids in a stairwell and you're just sitting there having a drink and chilling? Oh, they're down there now.
Yeah, no, he got them.
Yeah, they got him, remember?
Well, that he gave him milkshakes or something.
Yeah, that would be good. Nice milkshake.
Yeah, they seem like. What? Oh,
Not dead yet. Feel fine.
Not dead yet.
Well, keep going. You don't have much choice now.
boy, he's probably thinking about how he can make away with the family silverware, right? Before fleeing the country.
I like Evelyn. Audience cheered. Audience booed.
Yeah. Look who's back, huh?
I decided to come back for you, dear.
He came back for the booze.
But stayed for the fun?
You know, if you drink enough alcohol, when you catch fire, you'll burn like a candle.
You know, if I was married to that beautiful woman, I would not be as dickish as he's being right now.
Right?
You know a lot about responsibility as a family trait.
She said duty.
So you were making love to William Holden.
What I need most is what? Is this.
Yep.
Wow. He's having his drinks on the rocks and his marriage is on the rocks, right? Just never mind. You're penniless. What? You have no. She figured him out, didn't she?
Oh, she knows.
Cheap tin horn, a two-bit con man.
I don't know why I can't hear this very well.
You'd admire the artwork.
Yeah. But I'm not.
You're a no good comment, but I still like you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like.
Oh, that dress.
Yep.
Oh, God.
There we
Bye,
go.
Soldier boy.
He's gonna have words, isn't he? You know what I would do to fix this problem? I see a whole big, like, what is that? A river, lake in the background.
Yeah.
Just take a big hose in there and just crank the water from that and pour it all over. Problem solved.
Yeah.
Think that'd work, right?
You have to get those planes and helicopters, like with the big bucket that they pour over forest fires.
Actually, what did Superman do in the one movie? Didn't he freeze the top of a lake?
Yeah, and then he
Oh,
carried
yeah.
that and dropped it over the fire, yeah.
Yeah.
As goofy as that was the kind of stuff he was doing in the comics back then.
Yeah. Well, he didn't take the whole lake. He just took the surface, which I thought was
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all in the ceiling, see?
Yeah.
Now it's hitting all the rags and the chemicals.
Move all the combustible material away from the windows.
So are they going to repel to the building next door?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a
Yeah.
it's like a little
Zip line.
yeah, but it's like a little buoy thing that hangs on it. And it's like one person at a time, one or two maybe, I forget.
What are they doing?
Moving all the combustibles away from the windows.
Hmm. It's not like everything combustible here, though.
Pretty much.
I mean,
All the wardrobe, everything.
Well, here's the thing. If it's not combustible, it's going to be like polyester where it doesn't really burn, it melts, which is pretty bad too.
Okay, why is there always a heavyset woman who's talking to her husband like, I'm not going to be able to make it?
Yeah,
Give
exactly.
this to the children.
Right. Because it really is. I think Irwin Allen keeps going back to the same dramatic well.
Yeah, he has his things he likes to do, his little
Yeah.
signature.
I'll be honest with you, though. I kind of like this movie more than Poseidon Adventure.
well, it
I think
has
it's
a much bigger cast if you think
Yeah.
about it. I mean, it's,
I think it's an overall better movie. I like some of the, but Poseidon Adventure has a lot of cool stuff in it, like
True.
the whole turning over
Yeah.
of the ship and
Climbing the tree.
and everything being upside down.
Wow, that's a big brandy snifter. That's like almost a fishbowl.
Fit your whole head in it. Well, that's for tips, I would think.
They usually put match packets in it.
No, I like the idea of drinking brandy out of it.
you could have that glass of brandy in one hand and a big turkey leg in the other, right? Oh, I don't know.
I'm like, what?
They're all picking numbers. Who goes first?
I guess.
I guess the only fair way to do it, right?
Yep. Let's say women and children first.
I'm waiting to see Richard Chamberlain like put himself in a dress or something in a minute, right? Oh, that could have gone better.
Oh, yeah.
It's their fault.
What exactly caused that?
The wind.
Yeah.
And
They said it
plus
was too
them
windy
running.
for it to-
And them running out probably did not help them with their concentration either.
Yeah, they said it was too windy for a cop
Yeah.
to land. See, now you upset the children.
Yeah, it's gonna be some therapy, I think.
I've seen him in other things too.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where the yeah. Oh, RoboCop. He was the
Oh,
RoboCop.
yeah.
Yes. He eventually becomes the vice president, right? In like RoboCop 2. I remember him. Yeah, that's who we recognize him.
I'll be right back, guys.
Nice memory there.
Yeah, he has a distinct face. He was younger in this, but yeah, RoboCop. That's where I
Yeah.
recognize him from. Yeah.
Paul Newman and the other guy look so much alike that I keep confusing the two.
Yeah, that is a problem.
Steve McQueen. I couldn't think of his name.
They should have had. They could have had Steve McQueen as the preacher in the Poseidon Adventure, and had Gene Hackman as the fire chief in this. What do you think, huh?
Well, there are a lot of names bandied about as possibilities.
So apparently it's very windy.
Actually, Gene Hackman was probably busy filming Superman around this time, right? This came out.
Well, that was still a few years off.
Oh, okay.
That was 78. This was in 73, 74
Oh,
when
okay.
they were filming this.
Okay. Is this what they call a cluster frack? This whole thing? This whole
The whole building is one big cluster of frack. Yeah, the Steve McQueen suggested Clint Eastwood, Jack Nicholson, or Robert Redford to do Newman's part initially.
I could see Redford, but I think Paul Newman was a good choice. I think.
Yeah, it was right age too, I think.
Yeah.
Why is he putting pencils in there?
I don't know.
I mean, he snipped the wires in the one elevator, and now he's putting pencils underneath things I think are for other elevators.
What's he gonna say? All right.
Take the dance hall girl. Let her go.
Did anyone die while I was gone?
Not yet.
Oh, well.
No, Paul Newman did something to release the brake on the elevator so they can get people down to the surface.
So you can get 12 people down, but it can't be called back up.
Uh-huh.
Right, yeah.
Kissing. Oh. So she...
That sounds
What is-
very refreshing, sweetie.
Yep.
Go on a ski trip, huh?
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. It's love. Each in the lobby.
Let the fat lady go.
Aw.
Yeah, but what if she puts the weight limit over?
That's so sweet,
Oh.
though. Come on, don't be like that. She's a lovely woman who is loved by a very nice guy. See, look at that look of love between them.
They could have fit a couple more people in there.
Well, there's probably a weight limitation.
Stop crashing helicopters into the side of the building.
Yeah, you're not helping.
Well, I think they're there to shoot the first line.
Right.
You have to give the bartender credit. He's actually, you know, doing all he can. Even though it's not really it's not really what he signed up for, right?
It's like, I don't get paid enough for this.
Made the kids a nice milkshake. You know, come on, he's not so bad. This should have been a ride at one of the parks, right? The Towering Inferno ride.
Didn't they have a Towering Inferno ride at Universal?
I think
don't
they
know.
did. I think
No,
they
they
did.
had Earthquake. They had a ride.
Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
Earthquake.
I thought they had some kind of.
It's possible. I don't remember. I know they did an Earthquake thing. Yeah. Maybe they did both. Maybe it was all of them. Maybe they were doing all the disaster movies in one thing. It was more like a thing where they showed you how the effects work, but it was also kind of interactive. It was neat.
Yeah.
Yep, it's they had it at Disney World
Really
in 2020, but before that it was Universal.
interesting. Well, I guess Disney owns it now, right? They own this movie.
Hope y'all know how to tie good knots.
Yeah, it's at Disney now, and it's part of the Tower of Terror ride or whatever.
Interesting. This is a Tower of Terror.
Yep. Well, that's
Oh,
not
no.
good.
Oh no!
Oh.
Oof.
Oh. This movie is not kind. Oh. And that was a bad way to go.
Oh, so sad.
Well, it was probably quick, right?
You would
She
hope.
slammed into a
Yeah.
corner of the building.
Yeah, she was dead at that point.
You hope.
Oh, there's no way she survived that.
Then she kept falling after. That's done. I remember him as Mr. Rick's mom on Drew Carey. Are you referring to Richard Chamberlain? Why does everybody have this grave look on their face? be funny if Ernest Borgnine was in this movie as the same character he played beside it.
Oh gosh.
Like he's visiting his niece or something, and then
He's like, that's it, I'm staying home.
He'd be like the John McClane of all the Irwin Allen movies.
right. I'm just retiring to the small town where they're having the flower festival. I don't want any of this. I'm not going anywhere. Where it's like, that's a swarm.
So that's the little buoy they got that go back and forth.
I'd be terrified
Oh, no
Going-
kidding, man.
going
No
in that
seatbelt on
thing. What?
Yeah, no seatbelt?
No, you got to sit. Maybe they'll. Whatever you do, just don't look down while sitting in there, because you.
Oh my gosh.
Be funny if a fire started breaking out in the building they're going to from. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that would not be funny. It would be ironic. Well, you got your two choices. You either get in that chair and go across, or you die.
Now, the woman who's getting in that played Lieutenant Palmer in the original Star Trek for 3 episodes. Remember when Uhura wasn't the communications officer?
Right.
Oh, right.
Look at that. I think there is a seatbelt on there, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, there is.
Oh, I'd be hanging out for dear life.
She's like screaming and stuff.
Oh, look what's around
That would
her. I'd be
terrify me.
screaming too.
Don't look down.
I'd be looking at the view. I'd be saying, "Wow, look at all those flames."
I never used to have a problem with heights until Troy. Since he
Oh,
has a problem with heights, I got a problem with heights now.
Oh no!
You were infected.
You had the
Yes.
vertigo.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You know what I don't like? I'm not going to say I'm claustrophobic, but I don't like being stuck in enclosed spaces. Like caves. Caves are kind of scary to me. Yeah. So.
Don't know if I can handle weight. How much do you weigh?
Right. Well, it's how much do all the people in the elevator weigh and the elevator.
Well, it weighs about 100 pounds less than it did when it started.
Ouch.
Too soon.
That's what she
Too
said.
soon.
Yeah.
Oh.
And away we go.
Now, what's funny is when they were filming this, that was done with the miniature, and during one of the scenes, it crashed, and one of the people off camera, who was like a EMT type of person on set, runs and gets this little Steve McQueen doll. It says, I've got you, Steve. You'll be all right. And everybody started laughing.
You built the place.
Already a bunch of people haven't made it.
Right. Wow. What, are you kidding me?
Well,
Well, I guess he doesn't need that stuff now.
Give your coat to a lady that's wearing practically nothing.
Right. Well, it's not to keep warm, it's to keep from burning up. I like Evelyn. Oh, hell no!
hey, it's your job. Get up on the roof of that glass elevator.
She said, I think that fireman is Steve McQueen's son. You might be right.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
He is in this. I do know that.
All right, she's going to get on there.
And if I don't make it, you're going to inherit all the lawsuits.
Hey, she's not liable.
No, but she'll own his company, which is... See, I would have put my daughter on center across and said, you get to the bottom of that building, your first call is to our attorney.
This movie's making me uncomfortable.
I was saying, hold on tight, guys.
So I wonder how drunk Richard Chamberlain is at this point. There he is. What's his number?
Whoa. Hold on tight, Steve. Was that his son, the one he's holding? Or trying to keep from falling?
Fireman, dude, you ought to hold on.
Right?
Ooh. Little blue screen effect right there.
Yep.
Or green screen, depending. Don't drop me now.
Ah!
And away we go.
Better be quick about it, because I'm going to drop this dude. Stop swinging your legs. That's making it harder.
He's close. If the cars are any indication. Ah, he's made it.
It's like, hurry up and get the thing down.
Well, you've got like women and children in that thing. You gotta be careful. Her hair is messed up now, boy.
Okay, it was quicker to get him down that way
Whoa.
than for the
There you
elevator
go.
just simply going down.
Well, that was fortuitous.
What?
That they had the
The bouncy castle.
bouncy
Yeah,
castle, yeah.
Okay, what's going on now on your version?
I'm at 2 minutes 12 mark. Or 2 hours,
The
12
lady in the
hours.
pink dress just got out of the
Oh.
Wonka Vision elevator.
Okay, mine. She's on a.
Yeah, I think you're a little ahead of
Okay.
us. I don't know how that happened.
I'm at 212.50.
All right. Well, no, you should be ahead of us then.
Faye Dunaway is being carried away.
There are different cuts of this
red
movie.
car just went off. Okay, yeah, she's getting onto the stretcher right now.
Okay, tell me when it flips back and another part of the building blows away.
All right.
I think I got a little ahead.
Maybe you have like the European version
Could be. I don't know.
where Faye Dunaway runs around buck naked. You know.
Oh.
You know,
Where's that version again?
no, I don't know. I'm kidding. I'm just the European cut. You know.
Are they still with the people on the ground?
They're still on the
Yeah,
ground.
they're still on the
You want me
ground.
to tell you when something explodes?
There's a ladder. Building just blew
There you
on
go. There you
top.
go. Right now. Right
Okay. Building was blowing out. Blowing out again.
Now a bunch of firemen are running.
Yep. Okay, I'm there.
now. The roof is on fire.
Bloody
You don't
guy's
need no
face.
water.
Burning down the house. That is a short skirt for that nurse there.
Well, it's the 70s.
Right.
Yeah, some things you miss about the 70s. Let the man rest for a minute, man.
No. Is there still a fire? Is the fire resting? No.
Right.
Oh, is it Dabney Coleman?
Yeah, it is.
Yep. So this is the part where you say that maybe this couldn't happen, right, Troy? This wouldn't work. Or somebody was saying this. You went inside a class.
Oof. Yeah, this is a longer film, Ghosty.
I forgot it was this length, actually.
I did too, actually.
I think this was like a 2-hour movie. I'm there.
Well, we got another half hour, guys.
Okay, my volume for the movie is kind of low. So what's the plan here? I can't get my volume any higher, so I know that there's a plan. I just don't know what
Okay.
it is.
They're going to blow the water tanks on top of the building and have the water go down the building and put out the fire.
Will that work?
Well,
That's what they're trying to determine.
yeah.
Under the circumstances, we can't order you to go up there. I'm just laying it out for you.
Yeah.
Is he going to do it?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, shit.
That's what
So
Disney
in other
should
words,
do.
it's a one-way mission.
exactly.
Yeah.
But all of these lives are
It's like,
On the line
yeah,
here.
if you save them, you'll be all right too. But you're putting your fate with their fate.
See, if Disney wants a Disney Plus series, they could do a remake of the Towering Inferno, but in
no
television.
more remakes.
Oh, here we go. We're going next. Here we are. Hey! Oh!
Good man.
He's been
What?
wanting to do that.
Why threw away my number? Do you like that? I'm getting the last one
Yeah.
on my son-in-law. He's at least taking responsibility.
Actually, what I would have said is my son-in-law's next and thrown him out the window.
That's what Sylvester Stallone would have done, right? He would have thrown the guy out the window. It's just...
So if they don't burn it up, they'll drown. What do you say?
They'll find some dumb son of a bitch to bring it up. So why are you telling us? Just tell him to do it.
Look who's getting on.
Oh,
Oh,
he's all about
dumb
it.
motherfucker.
Getting on.
Too many people are trying to get on that thing too, right?
Yep.
I'm just trying to push him away.
Oh yeah, they're trying to get him out. Okay, they're trying to get him from leaving. They're not trying to get on it. Okay. Ah!
Oh, that's not good.
He kicked someone off.
Well, I think Robert Vaughn died.
Yep.
And there goes son-in-law.
Yay!
And the audience cheered. Evelyn's always said, and the audience cheered.
Just like in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And there was much rejoicing. Yay!
Yay. I like that. I know where to place the charges. I don't know how. I do like how that's the 29.
29 what?
That's the year of whatever the liquor was.
Oh. That's it. My volume's kind of low. I'm like catching parts.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are right, though. I do want to see the bartender come through this, okay?
Yeah.
Never thought a thing like this could happen. Sure.
They never think it could happen until it does.
Right?
That was kind of dismissive, right? That was. I think he's ruined the William Holden character.
Why doesn't he put the mask actually on so his hands are free?
And I'll be honest, I would need an oxygen mask going up those stairs, with or without a fire.
just got off the darn building.
Well, that's why he said you're not obligated to go back up there. That's what the guy told him, you know.
Well, he's an Iron Man, you know.
Yep.
Well, he knew he wouldn't get as many lines if he didn't, so.
There you go.
See, once again, he should not be taking that mask off, but because he's the star and you need to see his face.
He could have been the one who insisted on that. I must show the face. All my fans know it's not me.
They do look a lot. They do look alike. This is...
Actually, Sir Torn, I think Burt Reynolds would make a better Iron Man. I think Paul Newman would have been a good Captain America.
Oh, Burt Reynolds definitely is Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Especially with the mustache.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And what would Dom DeLuise be?
Kingpin.
What?
Yeah, actually, I can see that.
He'd be going after he'd be going after Spider-Man and he'd be saying, "Frickin' Chickasee," right?
Yeah.
No, actually, no. Dom DeLuise is Loki, right?
Well, there you go.
That was funny. I still can't get over the Marvel '70s, the Avengers '70s trailer with.
Yeah, I love that.
Paul Lynde is Loki. So, was this like an edge of the seat moment in the theater?
Oh yeah, I remember, it was the whole film was just kept you glued.
Like, you don't know who's going to survive.
Yeah, because they've already killed Robert Wagner, so anybody's
Yeah,
and
when I
Robert
saw
Vaughn
that,
and Richard Chamberlain.
When I saw him get, I'm like, oh, all bets are off. Like early on.
Well, you knew Richard Chamberlain had to die. He's the bad guy. They always die in these movies.
Well, he died from his own hand, basically.
Yep.
From stupidity. All right.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Why do I think Charles Nelson Riley should have been in this movie?
Right?
Oh. He could have been like the concierge or something. Oh, so Torgalina says he would have cast Jackie Gleason as Kingpin.
Ooh.
Oh, that would have been good. You know what? He had the dynamic range. He could have done it. Yeah.
Yeah, Marvel should have had their crap together in the 70s. We could have gotten some good stuff. This is...
Yeah, but it was... the licenses were all over the place back then. And you wouldn't have gotten a movie. It would have had to been television.
Well, they were having a problem with the license years ago. Like, for some reason, we couldn't get Kingpin in any kind of a Spider-Man movie because he was tied to Daredevil. I think that might now finally be changing, but for a while that was the case.
Yeah, let me take a deep breath, put on my aluminum helmet, and go down the stairs.
Well, that's actually kind of clever.
Okay. You know, oh wow.
Get past him. Get past him.
It's like, hurry up, dude.
That was clever, yes.
I'm burning up. I wonder why. Because you had fire all over you.
I'm saying that's a flame retardant suit.
It still got hot though, right?
Yeah, just because you put aluminum foil over the turkey doesn't mean it ain't cooking.
Well, that's true.
Yes, but that was a specific fireman suit.
Yeah, I mean, it is insulated. It really should have protected him. But again, he needed to get out of it for this scene.
Is he saying tie it tighter? It's like,
At least he got it in a square knot. The other guys didn't.
So when it blows, all the water's going to come down, and they have to be tight so they don't go out the window?
Exactly.
Right.
That's a distinct possibility, yes.
See, this movie is combining two of my fears.
What?
Falling from heights and drowning.
Yeah.
Because I can't swim.
But burning to death, you're not too concerned about.
No, because I know fire safety.
Well, that's true.
I wouldn't be one of these dumbasses still staying
Boom!
around here.
oh,
Fred Astaire's little jump was genuinely terror.
I would imagine.
Yeah, that was. He said that was totally.
Why didn't you all tie yourselves down?
Because
So
they're
where's
idiots.
the water? Oh, that ain't good. That is not good. There's the water. So everyone that jumped up and is running is going to be washed away.
yeah, pretty much. I don't know. We'll see.
I hate to be a nudge, but they were all on the same circuit. Shouldn't they have all the explosives gone off at the same time?
Aren't they on timers or I don't know.
I don't know.
This guy's not having a good day.
None of them are having a good day. Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Oh, he was just gonna make it.
Yeah.
Crushed by a statue.
Let's all roll across the floor.
Oof. That's why you were supposed to be tied down, you dumbass.
Guy, he's flying out the window.
Yeah.
I like how Fred Astaire is actually holding on to the rope.
I'd be holding
Not
on
enough to be
anything I
tied
could.
down. I'm going to hold this damn thing.
There goes another guy out the window.
You were all told to tie yourselves up.
Is that guy gonna see his wife? That's what he's probably wondering. Oh, oh. Where'd he go?
He fell into a fountain?
I don't know where he fell. I don't think he made it. The guy's screaming. Oh. If this had been made in the 80s, Corey Feldman would have been in this, though. Just saying.
He'd have been the obnoxious one you hoped would burn.
Sure.
Right.
Like he would have been an obnoxious bartender, probably, right?
I like how the few sprinkles of water makes all the flame go out.
Right.
There's not even that much water going on this.
Now, is this another example of how the water effects don't look quite there, right on the model? How they're coming down.
Yeah, when you do water in miniature, it just never looks right.
Ooh.
What's with Fred Astaire and Light Post? I'm singing.
No, that was Gene Kelly.
Oh. Never mind.
But I see where you're going with that, yeah.
It's okay.
Paul Newman's alive.
Mm-hmm.
Got a bit of a fixer-upper here.
What?
Hey, Fred Astaire's still alive.
Yeah.
Team Ghost plans that Tower is a metal death trap. Even Riddler, the king of death traps and riddles, would praise it.
Yeah.
Vincent Price as Doctor Strange. Yeah, that's a good one. I've seen that mashup before.
The Professor from Gilligan's Island is Mr. Fantastic. Bruce Lee as Shang-Chi. Yul Brynner as Charles Xavier. Yeah, those are pretty good ones.
Can I get the deposit back on my apartment?
Oh, jeez.
Telly Savalas as Thanos. What do you think, huh? I don't know. I'm just pointing things out.
Egghead.
Yeah, right. All right. So what do we think, huh?
I think it's time for the lawsuits to start.
Yep.
That would make a great, part 2.
Oh no, Fred Astaire's looking for his girlfriend or his potential girlfriend.
She didn't make it, buddy.
Is she the one that fell out of the Wonka elevator?
Yeah.
The Wonka Vader, yeah, okay.
Uh,
There's a pussycat.
Here, you take the cat. I'm tired of holding it.
Oh man, is he gonna have a psychological break now?
I was going to Burgess Meredith vibe. There was time now.
Yeah,
I
right.
know.
Yeah, that was a sad story.
Now we can find you a better husband.
Right. That's for damn sure.
A very wealthy husband, hopefully. 'Cause-
Let me introduce you to Paul Newman here.
Oh no, he's already engaged. Steve McQueen.
She upset about the Richard Chamberlain character dying.
Well, it was her
Daddy,
husband.
You don't understand. I'm not crying because he's dead. I'm crying because I'm glad he's dead.
Yeah, I feel guilty.
Oh no, she doesn't feel guilty. You know how you treat her like shit.
No, feeling guilty for being glad he's dead.
No, I can stop. I can pray that I can stop this from never happening again. I'm like, you ain't ever gonna be let near a building again,
Yeah,
like
right.
building a building again. No,
I'd be lucky to let you in any place with a roof.
you're not. You're out of the. You're out of the skyscraper business.
They'll give you a tent and you can go.
Wow.
A body count.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's a great line.
that's a good line. Is they should leave it the way it is. A shrine to all the bullshit,
in the world. Yep.
The firefighters also wouldn't have left their hoses all out like that. They would have picked them up already.
One of these days they're gonna kill 10,000 in one of these fire traps. Yep.
Wow.
Foreshadowing?
And this was a couple of years before they finished the World Trade Center, isn't it?
Yeah.
Around the same time. They were building it at the time, I believe.
Yes, they were. Wasn't it done in 70? Well, it had to be done in 76. That's where
King
they
Kong.
set the King Kong.
You know where to reach me. So he's gonna try to design it with the firefighters' help, I guess, right? Yeah.
Well, in fairness, he designed it right. It just wasn't built right.
Because of the, what was it, son-in-law?
Yeah.
The World Trade Center had groundbreaking in '66, and I think it opened in Tower 1 in 1970, Tower 2 in '72.
Oh, really? So it was already finished by 74. Okay.
It was inaugurated in '73. Yeah.
All right. So what have we learned?
Folks, that is the towering. I almost said the Twin Towers. The towering Inferno. Irwin Allen.
Right.
Disaster followed that man all over the place in the '70s.
I was gonna say, what have we learned, Charlie Brown?
I was going to say what we've learned is as soon as you smell smoke, get the hell out.
Yeah.
Don't wait around. Don't keep partying.
I gotta go rescue my cat.
If you live in a high rise, be on the first floor.
Actually, you know, she could have totally saved her cat if she'd have gotten out when they were supposed to have. When that call first came in, they'd had plenty of time to get out.
Yep.
Well, it's also the dumbass owner going, we're having a party here. Surely the fire's not going to affect us on this floor.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I said, the hubris of man. Surely this building won't.
at
catch on
least
fire.
he got his head together quickly, you know. Once
Yeah,
he
it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't like. It's kind of like the mayor of Amity Island in Jaws. You know, It's not until several people have been eaten before you actually, realize something bad's is happening.
All right. Give me a minute. Hey, let me look up the cast of the Swarm so you can see what you have to look forward to. Hold on. All right.
Actually, I have it here. We got Michael Caine, Catherine Ross, Richard Widmark, Richard Chamberlain again.
Yes. With a beard, and he's likable in that movie.
Olivia the great Olivia de Havilland.
Oh yeah.
Lee Grant, also from The Omen.
Mm-hmm.
Jose Ferrer, Patty Duke, Slim Pickens, Bradford Dillman, Fred McMurray, Henry Fonda. Oh my God, I forgot he was in that. Cameron Mitchell.
Yeah,
a lot of great actors. Now I'm trying to find my version of the Swarm. I thought I had it. I must have lost it somewhere along the line. I'll get a hold of it. I hope.
So,
if not, might have to pull a twist. If I can't find the Swarm, maybe when time ran out. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
There's also Beyond the Poseidon Adventure, but maybe you want to say that for I like Beyond the Poseidon Adventure. That's Michael Caine as well.
Yeah,
Michael Caine, man, he was the big actor in the '70s.
They were doing a lot of stuff in that one.
All right, this has been a presentation of Warner Brothers. Okay, well that's it.
Yep. I hope everybody enjoyed that. What do you think, Netter?
I don't really like disaster movies. Well, part of what my
but as far as a cinematic event,
I just had a really big issue with the fire safety. It's like basically and these people are being stupid.
Yeah.
Even the firefighters were being stupid. It's like, you are trained on this stuff. How do you not know basic fire safety?
We've got a friend. Well, you guys have seen him in the stream. It's Skipper Kenner. He's a lieutenant at a local fire department, he has some real struggles with. Even though it's one of his favorite movies, we watch Backdraft, and he just shakes his head all the times. People going in with their kit open, their mask off, all this kind of stuff, and he goes, "I know it's Hollywood. It just drives me up the wall."
Yeah, it's like when in this movie when they're like, "Don't open that door." It's like Backdraft. It's like, why would you do that, dummy?
Yeah.
Because some people are stupid, and it wouldn't be as fun of a movie if people were smart and did the right thing.
There's so many needless lives.
Yeah.
It's like, the heights. That it's like,
Did you like Steve McQueen's comment? We were lucky tonight. Only 200 dead.
Yeah.
It's hard to
he said under 200 dead.
Under 200. Yeah.
I mean, from his point of view, you kind of have to look at it that way. And that's actually pretty accurate. For firemen, they try to find the positives,
they save the cat.
From their point of view, every person in that building was as good as dead. The fact that we saved any, those are the wins,
Too bad about the bartender, though, huh?
That was a bummer.
That's sad.
That really was a bummer.
It's like, I was rooting for him.
Now, I do want to say that the version of the Swarm, which I'm currently downloading since I now have found it, is the extended version.
I think that's the version I have too, because I got the Blu-ray of that one. I think they would have given it the extended version.
Yeah. It's the 2.5 hour version.
Yeah, that's the one I have. Yeah, so
hour and 56 hour. 156 minutes approximately. Mine says 2 hours 28, so we're in that thing. So that's what we're going to be watching in 2 weeks. Netter of Netter's Network. What is on Retro Cinema Presents next time? Even though I know, but I'm just doing it for dramatic.
Yeah.
Be kind, rewind.
Yep.
That's a good one.
It's a really great film, really funny. It's one of those movies that I probably never would have watched on my own, but then Troy told me about it, so I had to watch it because he made it sound so interesting. And when I watched it, I was like, "Oh, this is a great movie."
Sometimes, sometimes as those little gems you find,
Absolutely.
Just
And
like
that's why I had watched Heartbreak Ridge because he told me about it.
Oh yeah.
Well,
It's
just
not a
like
movie
what
I would normally have seen otherwise.
because I like Aubrey Plaza, and it got brought to my attention, Safety Not Guaranteed, which I thought was like a really fun little film about a guy who thinks he could time travel.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yep.
A really cool film. Okay, so tomorrow night the Geeky Geezers will be back, and any preview about some of the things that are going on? Maybe a little G4 TV blowing up.
Well, we'll talk about that briefly, I suppose. We're also going to talk about the Chapek laying the hammer down.
Oh yeah. Yeah. A lot of changes going on in Hollywood. Finally.
Deservedly so. Maybe even a little talk about Tim Allen bringing back Santa Claus.
What? I didn't hear about that.
I didn't know about that one.
There's going to be a Disney Plus Santa Claus series with Tim Allen returning.
Interesting.
Yep, that's basically all I know because I haven't read any the stories. I've only seen the big blurb, basically. But yeah, Tim Allen's returning as Scott. Was it Scott Conway? Conrad? Calvin. Scott Calvin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott Calvin.
Calvin Klein.
AKA Santa Claus. They got
Tim Allen to headline the Santa Claus sequel series for Disney Plus from Last Man Standing team.
Which is good because that's the team that was a very conservative show.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll be sensible and fun. But that is tomorrow night at Geeky Geezers. Lots of other wacky, crazy Hollywood doings going on. This week, hoping to get back to the book club with Professor Geek. I know the first one we're going to be doing is Star Wars Allegiance, and it may be on Tuesday. Just keep a tab. I don't know. When you have kids, things get crazy. And having real jobs, like me, just waiting for someone to give you a call and say, "Hey, come on my stream." Okay, sure. But that'll be happening. I'm sure I'll have a review or two this week. I really want to write one on the film I watched today called Black Water, which was really good. A lot better than I expected it to be. Of course, if you haven't seen my Scream review of the new Scream movie, please check it out on Big Al Presents. Also, if you haven't seen my 2021 Biggie Awards of all the great stuff from last year, as far as I was concerned, that's a lot. I think it's a fun video that you might enjoy. Anything else coming up on Netters Network?
I'm still editing my
Still
bathroom
editing your
remodel
bathroom
and
stuff.
kitchen remodel. It's just such a daunting process, and I keep delaying because I keep looking and going, I don't want to do this.
I found your makeup tutorial so helpful. I'm just joking. But
I do have a new
I'm
one
looking
up that
forward.
dropped a couple days ago. It's actually a rant on concealers.
Yeah, I think that was it. I think
Yeah.
about how you have to like go through all this and everything's wrapped up and
Yeah,
and
it's
you
like
got to
really
twist.
You've got a product that is plastic wrapped, which is great because then no one's used it. But then you got to figure out how to get the plastic off, and then once you get the plastic off, you figure, okay, you turn the bottom of it a couple times to get the makeup to start going up. It took 38 turns.
So, Al, now what I'm starting to see is a bunch of people moaning and complaining about the Rancor being turned into a big dog.
The Rancor is a baby.
And well, it's not only that.
The Rancor,
All of this,
Rancor is going to be ripping things up before the end of
all
this
of that, all of that stuff about him, locking on to the first person he sees and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of all set up with Malakili crying when he got killed.
Yeah, I know. There's a big attachment that happens.
It's like, guys,
okay, here's my
you
thought.
need to get over your stuff,
Okay, here is my humble Al thoughts, and I'm not going to go over the top one way or the other. You know what? I'm watching the show. I like it. You don't like it? Don't watch it.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with people who are bitching and moaning, don't read their stuff.
I try not to.
Just enjoy the show, or don't. It's
Yeah.
up to you. I personally am enjoying it quite a bit, and I'm currently in love with that biker girl with the with droid arm. Who knows what that thing can do? Yes, but she's cute. I gotta admit, she's a total hottie. Still waiting to see Peacemaker. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that to show up on my.
What's
pirate.
Peacemaker?
That's the one John Cena.
I'll pass.
The Suicide Squad.
It's a spin-off
I've heard some good stuff about it, and I'm kind of interested in watching it. I like John Cena. I don't know.
My issue with him wasn't even the fact. I think his performances have been fine in those movies. It was just his. I mean, I guess, the whole
his prostrating himself for China.
I don't know. I wonder if others have done that too over there.
I still love Queen. I don't care if they played Sun City or not. It's whatever. But that's never. Of course, Age Boomer. You got your show tomorrow night. Troy, anything coming from Troy Picelli or Cartan?
Well, I'm hoping to get a couple more toy videos done on Monday since I got the day off. But next Friday, be doing a rewatch and a deep dive with deleted scenes as a special guest. We will be digging into this one's a juicy one. Mulholland Drive, probably a difficult one to unpack. So I think it really deserves some serious analysis.
David Lynch, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and I know Boomer will be on Soundtracks with Birdman on Wednesday night watching Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah, again.
Right, with Toy Habits and Wolf 10 Media as special guests as well.
Oh, really? He's got Toy Habits come back on. Cool.
I think so. I think that's what he said. Well, that's who I put. That's what he told me. And that's what I put on the thumbnail. So.
All right.
But yes, like I said, just keep an eye out for anything I might drop. But definitely in 2 weeks, we will be doing The Swarm. Irwin Allen continues to torture people in wonderful cinematic ways. This one I've never seen. I don't know if I'm going to watch it before then or not. Might wait to see it. Any final words? Of course, like I said, do want to thank everybody for joining in tonight, and I hope you had a fun time with the Towering Inferno. Trust me, February's films a lot shorter.
I actually didn't even notice that this was a little bit longer. I really didn't. It was just
it
was
by.
pretty action-packed enough so that you don't notice the time.
Exactly right.
It's
I'm sorry.
Get the kind of, I don't know the right word for it, but when your skin kind of crawls when it's like, okay, that person's stuck and they can't get out.
Yeah,
it's heights and they're gonna die.
It's that tension, that suspense, that edge of your seat feeling, But so anybody with any final words before we say Heidi bitey ho?
Well, I always say that, I super appreciate y'all being with us. We can talk amongst ourselves, but it's not as much fun as when you guys are joining us and putting in your comments and dropping little tidbits that you might know about the films that we're watching. It's just a lot more fun that way. So thank you all for being here.
Yep.
And if you're not already, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Big Al, Troy Picelli, Carton the Klingon Cleric, Agent Boomer, Netters Network, and Soundtracks with Birdman.
Yep.
Definitely. Thanks everybody for being here. I'm still working on. I really got to get a clean exit statement. I'm working on something like enjoy what you're watching and don't. No, I don't know. I've got to work on it.
How about
Just wanna-
y'all come back now, yeah?
No, that one's used already.
Yeah, I can't do it as good as Dolly. A lot of things I can't do as good as Dolly. But I just hope everybody out there is enjoying what they watch, and don't let anybody tell you that it's bad if you think it's good. Ooh, maybe there's something there I could work with. Take care, everybody. Thanks for
Bye-bye.
joining me. Bye.
Bye.